Right. We need to do stuff. Hi Nigel. Right in time. I think music is actually louder. Like, do you have your volume normally at 100% or at 50? Like, turns out I had it at like 20%, and that's why I hear the music so quiet. Okay, so this should be better. Here. Okay, so we're live. Yes. Now. Also, we'll need to choose a static site generator, because, yeah. Every time I need one, I'm just writing one from scratch. And I still do need to update my website. But today's work day. Yes. As always. So let's maybe get some work done. I probably will need to end earlier today, but I don't know how much earlier, because it's like 6:30 already. It's very late, and I should know that for future, I guess. So what do we have here? Yeah, I have worked on diagnostics. And I think they're good enough right now. And yeah, if we take a look at diagnostics, we do have some unsafe code here because, well, Rust. And there is actually a Stack Overflow question, but they all suggested the unsafe, so we're doing unsafe. And obviously it's totally safe, you know. Assuming it's so lifetimes here, so lifetime in self and lifetime in this reference are the same, so it should be safe. Anyway, syntax error. So yeah, now we put a syntax error, and why do we actually need to return the type? Is that if we so I have a diagnostic context, I have a function called syntax error which adds a syntax error with a given message, and it returns the syntax error, which has a method called label which can add a label to itself, which takes mutable self and returns mutable self again, which is useful, you know. So now I can do something like this. So dot label, and so I do like some message to own, for example. Actually, I should probably do toString here, and then here we'll do a span, for example. But unfortunately, Scene doesn't provide us with that. Scene only provides us with the first error message, and it actually has more than that, but it only provides us with the first error message, not even the span. So we're forced to do that for now. So yeah, I should do impl to string here. No overhead because I do need own strings anyway. And this would be really useful. So we're gonna do map to string to string. This takes self, I assume. No, it doesn't. Okay. What? Oh my god, it borrows self. Okay, so there is overhead, but I don't care. This is still more useful. Dark plus, okay, hold on. Theme dark plus. Okay, if this goes away, yeah, we have the highlight, which is proper. Oh my god, I just looked at it again and I was like, is this VS Code? Just, I'm like looking at the header bar, looking everywhere, but then it just hits me. This is VS Code. It's literally VS Code. So much. Even the blue accent color is just, and the agnostics, like this contrast, just me. It just messes with my brain. It's exactly VS Code. Oh my god. Label. To string. Oh, this is interesting. Oh my god. This is so vibe. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, a label. If we cargo runs this right now, I'm pretty sure I have. Oh yeah, I have it compile, so it works now. Git status, git add, git commit diagnostics, git push. Now, the way I handle context right now is maybe not the best way. Maybe I'm gonna be fixing it at some point. I don't know. But right now the context compilation works with is this. Okay, so also the diagnostic context has current file, which is yeah, it's not the best option because so syntax errors take current file, but so when I'm parsing like something, well actually when I parsed something and then I do like type inference and type checking, I'm not gonna be switching files all the time, so it's not we're gonna have to change that at some point, and I don't even know how to. It's like passing a file into a syntax error function, that would be annoying. We do have an option, fortunately, and we might be able to do like syntax error dot file whatever, but yeah, that is a bit annoying. Maybe we bind sources to HIR entries somehow. Anyway, so yeah, here we parse stuff. Now blocks parse should take context. Mutable borrow of context. Would create context, yeah, sure, because this is really important. Also spanned, do I need it? I do need it, because block does have a span, which I'm not sure, to be honest, if it should have one, because well, it should probably have a span, but should it have a proc macro to span? Probably, maybe, because this holds the proc macro to span holds a little bit more information than the regular span. Anyway, having context here, which we're gonna be only using in recursion for the time being. So context passing here, right, and here, and maybe I could put path into the context, because this is well also useful. So here path, so current path, the current entry or the current symbol, whatever. And so I don't have to put that there, which for now I think here we have an empty path instead of an actual path, because main should be well, C main should be like without any path. Needs to be a raw unmangled identifier. Okay, here we have mod path. Now instead we're gonna do Okay, how do we do that? So here we insert path. We can mutate it. So just push. Yeah, I can mutate it here. And this is not really nice, but yeah, again, context, we're gonna be changing that a lot. I'm just not sure how to do it right now. Guidance. But I did figure out diagnostics, and I think they work pretty well right now. Scene to ident to implement into internal ident, huh? Oh, I need a reference here. I need to put a reference here, which is confusing, but yeah, it works like that. So here, instead of all of this, we pass context, and well, yeah, the functions block, obviously, because we need that. And here we do function with a path, ctx path clone path being. Now we do need to pop it now, since we have to process it in this way. Context path pop, and I do need to add the pop method. This is much faster, but it is a bit more annoying because, well, yeah, now context is like must be mutable and single threaded. But we're not talking about multi-threading right now. Even though I have async reference counted already here. So yeah, kind of mixing that up, but I guess this. So yeah, passing context. Yeah, I'm not gonna be passing path and pop textured. Pattern matching is so beautiful, I guess. Also, this should be pop. Why didn't they change it? I mean, it is actually. It is really great. Like, the number of times I used switch case in C++, once probably. Like, it's ugly. It's annoying. While it reads one dot, what is that? At hold on. While let parentheses read at one. What is that? Reader buffer is mutable slice question mark. What is this? Red. Oh, so it's red. What? Add syntax is not really. I'm not really used to add syntax yet. So you have pattern matching at. So yeah, the amount of times I use trust match compared to C++'s switch case is interesting. So I remember somewhere here like they had add, but I think add is just for naming. No, you somehow comparing it to a value here. Pattern syntax, maybe that. Add bindings. The add operator lets us create a variable that holds a value at the same time as we're testing the. Oh my god. So you mean. Oh, one is a range is a pattern. Oh my god. Well, that was a bit confusing to me. And also, I actually thought that add is it's the other way around. So you have on the left what matches and on the right the name. Like I actually thought it's the other way around, but also it took me a bit to figure out that the range is actually a pattern. And oh my god, Brief's just dying again. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I wonder if you can actually do this. You might, knowing Rust developers now. Anyway. By the way, I've got the Z80. Let me show it. So I might stream some Z80 development and hardware. Best parts of functional and best parts of imperative. So yeah, here it is. You can maybe see it flipped right here. I can actually open camera like that. And maybe here you can see the Z80A CPU straight from 1976, which is when well, it's not, A version wasn't released in 1976, but the 80 was, I'm pretty sure. I checked recently. So yeah, I've got this thing, 40 pin deep packet, and I'm thinking like there was one stream, which obviously hit 0 views because, well, all my streams were 0 views back then. But this one, I think it was even worse somehow. Anyway, so there was one stream where I actually did some Arduino stuff. So I just took an Arduino Mega, a ramps board, and a stepper motor driver, and well, a stepper motor, just to test if it works. And I did it on stream, and well, it wasn't fun, but I guess now I have more experience, and now I might be able to do it better. So well, I hope I can do a bit of a series on doing a Z80 CPU. Can remove the parentheses. Well, makes sense. Rust doesn't have parentheses. Doesn't have a lot of parentheses. So yeah, I might be doing a series with Z80 CPU here on Twitch, and then editing the streams into videos. Like, I wanna try those two things, as well as a few others I have on my to-do list. DHCP, what? DHCP, what? Well, I said a lot of stuff. Can you get, oh my god, stats, get out. Oh, here. So yeah, Z, I said Z80, maybe. So yeah, I wanted to try doing a series building a Z80 CPU, wait, Z80 computer. I have the CPU on streams, and then editing it out into YouTube video series again. Also, Orco. Well, I'm not gonna be doing Orco series on stream. On stream, I'm gonna be doing Orco development, and I was like, maybe I could do YouTube series on compiler development. But it's not gonna be like Orco, it's gonna be a bit simpler. And by the way, I also got this thing, which you might not be able to see. It's from ST Microelectronics. It's, well, you can't read it. I can't either. It's Z80, hold on, this line. Z80 BPIO, which is basically parallel IO, which is basically like Arduino ports, but I guess for Z80, from what I read. So yeah, and also I have 2 kilobytes of SRAM lying in my, well, bin of ICs. I have a bin which contains random ICs, integrated circuits, including logic gates, whatever else, memory, multiplexers, other stuff. So I have 2 kilobytes of SRAM there, and I might use that. The 80 has 12 bits of address bus, I think. Maybe no, wait, 16 bits of address bus. So yeah, it can address up to 64 kilobytes, or kibibytes actually. Half of that dedicated to ROM, but well, I only have 2, so I guess. Anyway, let's actually get back to, oh my god, VS Code. I just can't. This is, and like all the lines, it's just so similar. They kinda like that. Okay, so block parse, take context, take value, and let's remove the path. Also, why do I have context when I can do ctx, and remove path? from here. Now I'm gonna do ctx mutable reference to context. Path, I'm gonna remove path. Now I'm gonna be doing, so I'm gonna import this here. I'm gonna move it up here, and also I might as well then move it into super, because why not? Re-importing re-export or like re-exporting re-export. Okay, so now I should be able to do ctx here and remove the path. So I want to have one thing, which ideally compiler could optimize it so that context is stored in one register and always, instead of passing it constantly on the stack. Maybe, well, actually, no, you know what? Actually, compiler can easily pass this into a register. And like, considering that it's always the first argument, and it's always a mutable reference, those functions don't have a self-argument, it might actually do that. It might actually do exactly that. So it's fine. Local item expression, macro, so yeah, also to-dos. More than once. Oh, so I need to parse a body. Build and verify what the No, I'm not gonna go into Compiler Explorer and just check it, because also Rust's calling convention is not stable, and well, I can't tell if it's gonna work like that or no, but like, it doesn't really matter because I know it's easily possible and I don't really have to do anything to make it work. I just need to choose the right compiler, which in this case will be obviously the compiler we're building, and yeah, make it use the registers. So value body. So we're gonna do let body. Also, such a useful feature, rebinds. Like when I was for the first time reading about Rust, where borrow checker turns me around, this feature seemed so useful. And like right now, I agree, it's so useful. Like you can create a variable, then you can create a variable with the same name with a different type. It's useful. Not like I have a lot. Not like a lot of times I do that. Well, actually, in Rust I do that much more often because immutability, and instead of mutating variables, etc. But it is really useful overall. So cargo run GCC and stuff. It will build and it will run, surprisingly. So yeah. Omit some context struct. That's pretty basic and I might be committing a bit too often, but sure. It's never too often to commit. See, HAR resolve. So, well, yeah, that. What should we work on first? What should we work on next? I think we shouldn't be doing. Oh, I just noticed a place where I should test out the new thing. Hold on, let me do simple. So if I do 42 here once more, I can run it and it's gonna run, but it is a syntax error. Oh wait, no, it's not. Wait, Syn has actually done checks for me. Well, that's great, I guess. I did not know it because I thought it's not gonna. So semicolon here is optional, you know, and so when we have a number, since Syn is well, actually, I'm not sure, but I think like parse implementation is pretty much similar to recursive descent. And I would think that Sin would parse the 42 number, then go up the chain, the call chain, up to the block parsing, and then it's gonna continue on parsing another one, because, well, that's what's specified in the type. I guess Sin has additional stuff in place, because here we can see semicolon is optional, because, well, ifs and the just tail expression, but for some reason Sin actually checked for that. I thought I'm gonna have to check for it manually, and that would be a nice opportunity to test out the diagnostic system. Well, actually, you know what, we can just do ctx diag syntax error test label here span. I don't know, I don't care. Which one? Like 0 through 10, for example. Quite literally. Unless I can do sum here. And why I did two strings? Because, well, it is much easier. It is much easier to do this. Also, I could do impl into to string. So lazy that it doesn't load the source code from the source file until it's needed. Actually, I mean, so you probably are better off having a stream. It's actually not an over optimization if you have a stream and you're parsing from a stream. Well, because right now, first of all, right now, second of all, Sin doesn't support anything else, and third, well, diagnostics. For diagnostics, I must have source code in one file. But if you can actually use the stream, the file stream, or I'm not sure what is in Rust. I think it's just files API. I think it's just like files API. File read. Oh, is there a new? There's no new, right? So open, for example. Open buffered path. Unwrap, and let's see what methods are there. Read cache options. What? There's crane lift adding their spin on it. stdio is terminal. Bytes. Oh, okay, it's stdio read. So yeah, using a type that implements stdio read, you're actually better off doing that. So if you can do that, I suggest you do that, and it's not even an over optimization. It's literally that. Well, I wanted to see what trait it comes from. But yeah, buffer as mute slice. Read into a buffer. So yeah, you're probably better off doing a buffered reader, because so there is the, if we take a look at file, we just open buffered, which I am surprised. I'm kind of surprised, because, well, I did not know that this exists. But so yeah, buffer reader is probably yeah. So you should, I guess you should do your own abstraction over it. But anyway, file might not have Unicode characters in it, so you should check for that as well. But yeah, it's so yeah, reading from a string is actually better if you're gonna have huge files, especially. Cause yeah, like if operating system is gonna memory map this, it's still better. It's just better in any way. And I think that's what I'm used to do back in like Java days and C++ days, C++ programming language development. But like right now, like diagnostics, one of the reasons. Second reason, scene, since I'm using a pre-made parser, and like if I didn't, I would have used a what was this Lexer library called? Logos, I think Logos. I'm not sure if they have file input. I would have used that file input. If they didn't, I would have just read into a string, and I would probably still read into a string because diagnostics. Like pretty much all diagnostics libraries require that. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Because source code is a trait, and you can do a file here, theoretically. I wonder if, what it's implemented for. Like actually, if I check um, docsrs source code, like if it's implemented for a file, I could actually switch to using a file. Oh, except scene doesn't allow this. Well, yeah, it's not implemented, but we can always implement it for a file ourselves. So yeah, we could create a wrapper struct, and I guess it's possible actually. But yeah, scene again, and right now I'm not gonna bother with that, because if I'm gonna bother with every single thing, we're never gonna get it done. And I'm prototyping right now. So yeah, it's not an over optimization. It's actually a good one. So since we failed to test diagnostics, and actually I have been writing one here, so let's try and see. Wisdom. What's a wisdom actually? Okay, so it doesn't emit them beautifully. I don't want to know what wisdom means. Probably look it up. Because yeah, I can't use this word much. Let's do discern or judge what is true, right, or lasting. What? Say, I don't even know how to read this word. Sapience, the ability to apply knowledge, experience, and good judgment to navigate life complexities. This feels like such an overcomplicated explanation of this word. Intelligence learned from experience. Well, that's much better. I think that's actually a much better explanation to me. Anyway, maybe because I'm doing a bit of AI research. Anyway, by the way, I should have ran the deep learning thing in the background. We have a train. Doesn't really matter what it does right now. It's road sign recognition for a project, but I should definitely run it. Future is declarative true. Yes, future is declarative. That's true. So yeah, I wanted to check. Well, actually, here docsrs. So I have enabled the feature as I said. Cargo Tomo. Yet features fancy. That's a declarative statement actually. That's a NixOS declarative statement. Well, Nix declarative statement. Because in Nix, this thing is actually like a part of a struct definition. So it expands to future equals an object where is declarative equals true, and it's also concatenated with all other assignments, and in Nix it's considered declarative. So that is a declarative statement. So in our global scope or whatever, in our flake, we're setting future, the variable future, to an object that contains a field as declarative, which is set to true. Okay, well, Unix has a few interesting concepts which I haven't seen in other languages. Anyway, so I have enabled fancy, and I don't know. I guess I don't know how to report the diagnostics because I actually don't remember, and I did just make it 50% smaller. So you have the fancy feature. Now I wanna see how to actually do it. like all examples use main, use like result return type, but that's not what I need. I need to actually use it. I need to actually print it somewhere, somehow. Context wrapper, result of a version. Miet, features fancy. So it's like all results at this point. Like how it's stdr, but at the same time it's Miet thingy. Multiple related errors, delayed source code. Give me the non-result version. The version that does not use result return on main. Because I want to see how to actually print stuff. So you're setting hook. How do you actually print it? Oh. Why? Why debug? Oh, I know why debug. You know, I actually know why debug. Because display is already implemented, and I thought, why is it test? Why is it always like this? I thought it was because I didn't have any labels. But and I even tried like the pretty formatting, agnostic, moderate. So here I have a regular one. I have tried pretty, but I guess I need a debug. Because yeah, implementation of display is on the error, and I guess this is still not what I want, sadly. Test labels, syntax error. Well, it has debug implementation. It's not what I wanted then. Possible errors up front. Okay, so this is not useful. Yeah, I tried that exactly. Pretty formatting. But print is implemented for a type. Yeah, here you can see it. Print is implemented for an error type, so maybe we need to. Wait, maybe we need to do this. But I'm pretty sure I have derived it. Yeah, I have derived it, I guess. How? Like, now I don't actually know. I guess it's some kind of a method, like miet : emit. Well, not a method, not like a method on a type, but instead um just a regular function somewhere. Maybe it's drop, you know what? It's probably not drop, because, well, yeah. Well, I have an interesting idea. Maybe I could do result or just error of this, and like this might actually do, but I don't know. Might be able to do this. Nah, that's not what I need. Because like I don't know how it works. I don't know how it handles the return result. Some characters. We might have to use actually like report handler. So we might actually have to create a type. Well, like a variable, something like a reporter. Hook, diagnostic, set hook, set panic hook. That's interesting. Compatibility report. Graphical report handler. Quasi-graphical way. Okay, guess I need something like this. I might actually be better at looking up. Themed. Graphical themes. I can make themes. Theme characters. H bar, V bar, X bar, V bar break. Well, that's not really useful. You know, styles. That's Error style. Oh my god, what's a style? WooColors. WooColors. Red and white strikes through. Well, that's just text style. But that's interesting. That customization is interesting. I would still like to change the layout, but that's not what we're here for right now. So we have a function. Source confirmed. Hi, Davninia. You have missed me showing off a Z8 CPU. They got a CPU from the past. Anyway, Unicode, no color. Second, yay. Just two people who actually don't forget about the first and second redeems. Unfortunately, then there is no person who knows about third redeem. Well, no one's to redeem that. Anyway, trait implementations, Unicode. So I don't see any printing here. Any way to use it? Oh, hold on, that's a theme. New theme, tab width with links. With cost chain, without cost chain, with URLs, with theme, with width. And exact again. By the way, this should have built. Now I should start it. Anyway, let it run in the background. Oh my god, it's like a render report. Okay, yeah, and write. See, I was using that, I guess. Let's just create one. By the way, Davninia, check out the Steam. Check out the VS Code in terminal. Report handler equals graphical report handler. VS Code internal. File until end of file. Yes. Qualifies me yet, so let's create new of that. Oops, I did two parentheses. So it's default theme and default highlighter. Characters, theme characters. So default one. Default calls new. New is just doing all. Oh wait, here. Default. Default checks environment variables. Scary. It's scary good. It's not scary, it's just good. It's just awesome. See, now we can do report handler. Render report. Diagnostic. Well, actually. So yeah, diagnostic is a trait object, but it should be able to work. Well, it should just work. Michael Jackson. Okay, so we need where to write it, and I don't actually remember. Yeah, the knee is German. Well, in my head it's just all ads. So why Putin? I'm not in Russia. We have a different person in mind, which is, well, very dependent on Putin, but let's not get into politics. So let's actually get into my GitHub and look up what we did before. So on the main branch we should still have the old source code. Rust C has recent pushes 21 minutes ago. Comparing pull request, no. I'm not gonna pull request Rust compiler yet. Just yet. Okay, so let's see. We have Orco CLI. I'm pretty sure that's where. Actually, no, that's not where it's all done. I don't know. I'm not sure if we even have. So I'm not sure if we even have that here, because yet, well, we might have it, we might not. Actually, we probably don't. So let's just try to figure it out. Ourselves. Okay, so by default, it should be good enough. The syntax is actually pretty good. So yeah, a write implementation. What do we have for write? STDR, core FMT write. STD, IO, error, stdr, dot log, unwrap the log. Mid diagnostic. Yeah, Prime likes to write TypeScript, isn't he? A soy def, such a soy def. Okay, so what are you complaining about? Have I mixed those parameters somehow? No. Do I need to do this? Okay, so what is stdr? An stdr, well. And what does log return? stdr log. So I can't unwrap it, first of all. stdr log. Okay, so I have no idea what actually. Well, that might be true. Anyway, Rust stdr write. I don't know what write rate is implemented for. I'm not using this thing. I'm not doing terminal stuff mostly. Write string, write character, write format. For writing or formatting encode accepting buffers to streams. Substitute data encoded and is not flashable. So this is FMT write. How do you get FMT write? From the IO write one. Yet examples. Why am I googling it? Also in such a laggy browser. By the way, we have a model training in the background. GitHub. String to string. Oh, beginner station in this guy's GitHub profile is Wow, we run NVIDIA SME. I can feel how hot the air is coming out of my laptop. 92 degrees C. Great. Anyway, Miet. Examples. I'm pretty sure examples should have the thing, right? Because I don't want to search for it. No, I don't. Well, it might. Nah, sadly. Yet. Come on. Render diagnostic. By the way, moving servers is almost done, so Luanti server should be up soon. By soon I mean today, but later. But yeah, there wouldn't be any problems if you didn't do anything. Yeah, this issue. Ah, it's still open. Print an error into diagnostic. If I remember correctly, it's debug formatting. Signal manifest. We're not calling into diagnostics. Oh, can I actually do that? I don't think I can do that because it's unsized. Oh wait, I can import a treat. Oh wait, no, I need to implement it. Hold on. Huge skill issue on Node.js part. Huge skill issue on Node.js developers part. Diagnostic. Well, yeah, if you have enough skill, you can crash anything with a heap out. With a heap allocation issue. Heap out of memory. Okay, so can I do into diagnostic? Probably I can't. First struct into diagnostic. So this thing is implemented for a result. You know what? This is well. So this thing is an error. This thing is a send. This thing is a sync. Huh? Don't I have that? Do you mean right enough? Anyway. Why is this thing not working? Diagnostic is just on me yet. I might need send and sync here. Send, sync. and I might need to do this as ref. To diagnostic returns a result of T report. Okay, can I now actually... Do I really need those? Would work without them. No. Now, what if I... What's this? What if I try to print that? So there's the report handler. I would ideally like to use report handler. Can I do unwrap error? Here, unwrap error. Diagnostic error. Oh, really? Can I just do this? Nah, it's great. It's private to a crate. Oh my god, why? Type parameter T. Oh. Can I do this? This thing does not live long enough. Let diagnostic. I should have probably finished reading that GitHub thread. Root for static, oh my god, why? Oh, that happens. Can I just remove it? Oh, I can. What's this? No, I can't. Ah, why? You can just do report from. Report from diagnostic. It's gonna work. And just do qualify as get report. I said report, not error, and I know it's the same thing. Oh my god, get diagnostic for box is not implemented. I can do as ref, right? Oh, why? It is implemented. Like, dynamic diagnostics are just so annoying. Here. Oh, and I need sharing and whatever. Ah, why? Rome. It's from, right? Coherence support can implement from for types that don't implement error. An error into diagnostic. To report its own report debug implementation. Maybe I can see it. Installer. Oh, installer. Reports. Can I see the reports? Debug. You can probably see it in the docs.rs. Why am I doing diagnostics again? Okay, report, which is the same as error. Now I should be able to find this a debug implementation here. Debug, import debug source here. Click, and we have error implementation debug. Formatter, but we have a formatter here. Like, I can still probably just do a regular graphical reporter. Where's the error implementation? Here, debug for error implementation is like calling him error implementation debug. I guess I just need an error implementation. Have a rage, we have error, diagnostic. Oh my god, it's lagging. Chain. Why is it so annoying? Stop lagging. Erased error implementation. It's probably not even public. Yes, it isn't. Okay, so I need a formatter. Rust get formatter from std out. Formatter. Why do you lag so much? Browser is just lagging. Should be switching to a terminal browser. Write is dynamic write. Which one? Which write? FMT write. Well, I need to make it from the std out, or actually I need to make a write from std out. Because std out is apparently a different kind of write. Well, actually from std error, but I bet they're the same. Okay, let's go back and let's see answers from wherever. Easy way to get FMT formatter without creating a wrapper struct, which I guess I could, but I don't want to. Details. Formatter. You don't. That's FMT right. std FMT right. Well, I still need to get the right. I like the whole point is that I need the right. That's annoying. Where do we get an implementation of std FMT right from, like stdio whatever? It's OS string, it's string and formatter and mutable reference to a right. Great. So we don't have an implementation for the standard IO. So you need Rust std io std out implement std fmt write. Well, it should be. This music. Thank you for the follow. That's Super Mario Galaxy. A large playlist. Okay. No, I need the FMT right. I don't have a right to change it. Like, is there actually no way? I used it somehow. Well, maybe we can dig into Nushell's code. Interoperability. True. True. That's exactly like what I have right now. No, I don't want to. Stellar provides provided way to interoperate between FMT and the IO here. Okay, so there is a thing we can use. Write FMT. No. Well, that's not what I need. I don't need to write something. I need to get the format. And for that I pretty much have to implement the wrapper type. I might end up doing this. Write FMT. Okay, I'm just actually doing this. Too annoying. Okay, so I guess let's do a struct. Struct. So what do we need here? Diagnostic. Diagnostic FMT. So it takes what, like, could do a lifetime, I guess. Also it's gonna take a lifetime. Report handler. So this thing has a function to write, to render a report. Oh, there's a private function for that. Report handler, but it's made public to make it easier. It's possible test notation. Okay, so I shouldn't be using that. Actually. So what should I be using now? This thing is just not just an open issue, and this doesn't work for me. I have types erased. Docs.rs me yet. So there's a report handler. Yeah. Types. So there's report handler, which is a trait. Well, that's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. Or maybe can get a default one or something. Hook. Set hook, set hook. Can I have a get hook? Hook. Which is a box of dynamic function which returns a dynamic report handler. Huh. Well, how do I actually use the report handler? Treat for customizing Miet report. I don't have a Miet report. Oh, tracking. Anyway. My god, even the links here. The browser is just there. Just dies. Just doesn't work. Okay, so what can I do about it? I can try to fight with Miet report and try to actually like implement it. Own error implementation, box of dynamic report handler, vtable. What? Report debug. Okay, so we have the report. Actually, I should probably be. Okay. This thing tricks me into thinking this was VS Code and I could press Ctrl W. Okay, can we actually see the reports stuff? So source code for the report we have report from std. That's not what I should be reading. So the debug implementation uses a lot of internal stuff. FMT, let's see. So this thing uses error impl colon debug. Can do impl error impl. Can do this. There's only erase. Where is the type error impl? Where does it come from? Erased error impl. Oh, here it is. An error impl, which has a handler. Where's the debug function? Where does it come from? Erased error impl. Debug from T. So it's not the right debug. Okay, like actually, where does it come from? Like we have this, but where does the debug function come from? It's not there. I guess I could look here. Debug implemented for. Okay, where is the debug implementation? In the RRS. Miet Irish. Miet src Irish. So there's the error module, and here we have the impl debug for report. Now I need this function. Here it is somewhere in FMT. This is the derived handler as ref map, whatever. Okay, so here's the core FMT debug FMT. Thing is self-diagnostic. So we just do a trait format. What does the handler actually do? What is a handler? Here. Unknown. A. So this is a report handler. Let's see the report handler here. Come on. Report handler. So this should contain debug method and display method. Yeah, it returns result. Now unwrap or else. Okay, so we do handler dot debug or dot display, and we do it with the formatter we get. So why not? Um, well, actually, dynamic, or actually, let's do lifetime A, D and T, D and R. So D for diagnostic, and R, maybe unsized. R for report handler, maybe unsized. Yeah, now I see why Caveman complained about this. So now I'm gonna do R here, D here. Oh, now I'm gonna qualify. Now I'm gonna implement impl the FMT display for. I'm gonna try for with display for diagnostic FMT DR and anonymous lifetime here. So we're gonna do D and R. D being diagnostic, and R being a report. IR context, what? That's IR context, whatever. Miet likes renaming stuff, apparently. No, implement what? Implement the method. Oh, display. So we're gonna implement FMT and do self one display error self 0 f struct person name string h int absence of comma separating the field. Well, I don't know, up to you, but I would probably not do that unless you have a reason or a language that's like telling you that it should be the thing may not live long enough. Okay, I hate this. I hate this already. But well, dynamic std error plus static lifetime. Well, I mean, like, if there is no really, if there is no reason for moving away from what is like already here, and commas are here for human readability. More like not that parsers can't determine if it's next field or it's still this field. Like, I mean, yeah, sometimes there are ambiguities, but no. Especially probably not in your case, because you said it's gonna be simple. But commas are here for humans, for us to actually like read it as English, not as like whatever robotic notation. So yeah, it's up to you, and sometimes this actually is a good choice. I'm not talking about semicolons and languages that omit them, that allows them, that will force them. But well, Nix doesn't have commas in between arrays, but I still write them sometimes accidentally. Maybe you should allow them but not force them. Well, on the other hand, we don't really have a standard for struct fields, so well, up to you, I guess. Now let me get rid of that and instead use my own thingy, diagnostic FMT. So I can do diagnostic as ref and graphical reporter. Report handler. Report handler. Reference. For this cannot be known at compilation time. I have done unsized. Oh, I have forgot to actually add it here. And you're forcing me to have it actually. I'm not going to have commas. Sure, up to you. The real reason you ask is that you was yet to make an optional parser, but you just finished making it. Okay, so that's annoying. You're not allowing me to do dynamic stuff. F alternate. What? Well, I need a report, I guess. Past viewers go away. Fortunately, it doesn't disappear in the overlay. Highly interesting. What? What can you find here highly interesting? Which, by the way, unfortunately, it's gonna be end soon. Oh, compiler dev. I mean, we've been streaming Rust Seed. Well, we've been streaming doing this compiler after a restart for like past 5 streams or something. No, you've just been missing on all of them. And it's not really compiler dev right now. It's just fighting with bad API of a diagnostic reporting library I'm using. It's not a bad API, it's just no fighting. It's not fighting with Rust. I'm fighting with Miet. I'm not fighting with Rust, I'm fighting with Miet. It's Miet. It's this guy who just didn't think of it. Having problems with this when I have diagnostics as straight objects. You would suggest. I know I'm gonna like figure it out on the stream and just post that suggestion here, but yeah. Okay, so what can I do? They suggest using a report. Well, report just calls this. By the way, debug self.arrays formatter. If we take a look at this, so error implementation, where's the debug? Where's the 2? No, I would have more issues. Well, exactly. I wouldn't have that issues. I would have had some 1,000 more issues. Much more annoying and much simpler ones. I wouldn't even get to that level of complexity and well, completeness and other stuff. So display for box of. You have like from report for box of the. Well, you need to. I need it the other way around. Sref. Sref. I've lost an implementation. Oh my god, this browser is just so slow. Report. Display for report. Okay, we're using self inner by ref and formatter. Error implementations display is doing this is ref of self and formatter. Well, how does report create a thing? Timestamp is it? What? For report. Why is it all? Okay, I should just look at tab here. Impl debug for report. Now, this thing does self inner by ref. Now report. Report impl. Okay, so this for report anywhere, anything. Hi Cuman. Maybe. So report. How do I? By the way, what does cast use to print errors? Just like println. Because I never actually looked at it. Irie. Oh. Well, we're close. We're pretty close to that. Irie color. Actually, what does Irie present? What? So we're trying at least to use Millet right now, which is like apparently connected somewhere inside with this thing. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this. Air, Airy, Aire, whatever. Okay, show me this thing. Formatter, driver debug. So this is just using there. Well, Millet, what does Irie actually present? Like, how do you actually use this thing? Because like, I don't see an example. And also, good question, what is it for? Is it for more of raster? It's a fork of anyhow. Well, wow, that's a deep chain here. So it's more of return error, like a result error. Cause Millet has a lot of like spans and other things, but I don't know how to render it. Apparently, I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I should actually take a look at Nushell's source code, because Nushell uses well, Millet's examples consist of one example for whatever reason. Does I actually have examples? It does. Usage. Well, it has a usage, that's better. But that's like Millet, all examples of Millet is also just returning a result. And that's not, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I want to have, first of all, multiple errors. Second of all, I want to print them and do something else after that. Maybe I actually don't really need that, but still I do need multiple errors. Well, like we have a GitHub issue here, and it's actually easy, you just do this, but this doesn't work without types. I have trait objects. For my errors for a reason, and now I can't. This report from just doesn't work for trait objects for whatever reason. And well, I guess Nushell just uses that. I actually don't know where report from comes from. Where it even comes from. Ads are playing, by the way. So I should probably take a look at reports from implementations. From report for report. So we have as ref. Uh, Dedicated method. Um. Let's see. Yeah. Indicated method for it. Well, we didn't find any. Like, there is from implementation, but it just doesn't work for us. And I can't even find it here. Oh, from E. E is a diagnostic, send, sync, and static. So, why it's not implemented for a box? I guess box is not send, sync, and static or something. Is diagnostic implemented for a box? Well, this is the case, so we should be good with the. We should be good with this. There's from error. Where? Message from error. Well, yeah, but this is from an error. I need from a diagnostic, and this is actually probably different. I'm not even sure if it is, because this constructs a report from a standard error, and I need to construct it from a diagnostic, which is an extension over standard error, which doesn't only contain an error message, it also contains labels highlighting whatever hints to fix your code, etc. And like that's why it's so hard. Instead of from error, you can just print the error itself. So report. So I need to somehow get dynamic diagnostic. So why is there no implementation of a diagnostic? Impl diagnostic for. Why is there no dynamic diagnostic? Do we have to have a wrapper type? Like, I can actually do a wrapper type, but is it worth it? Maybe it actually is. Maybe it is. Impl. So we're gonna do struct diagnostic wrapper of type D, which is maybe not sized. And yeah, I can see why you were annoyed by. Yeah, diagnostics probably what I need. Is it the thing? Like, first of all, box type dynamic diagnostic is. Ooh, that's actually useful, you know. But still, no. I have my own types, and the problem is I have more than one type, and I probably want to allow other types, not just using an enum. So, yeah, I can't do that. Like, for example, I have an error, syntax error. That's the only one I have right now, but we're gonna get more. So I have a syntax error type, which is, well, pretty simple. I haven't a manual implementation of me yet for this, but, well, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is that this is a static type, and I still want to keep it a static type. This implements an error. Here we have well, this miyet is just a re-import of diagnostic trait, so here we have an implementation of miyet's diagnostic, and here we have an implementation of my diagnostic, which is another trait, which I am using, actually. So it's like, this is my trait, which has a contract on miyet's trait. And now I want to store multiple different types, so I make a vector of boxes of dynamic diagnostics. And the diagnostic is, well, miyet. It has a contract on miyet, so we can get a miyet reference. Problem is I can't just print it. So if I do print ln, for example, so they suggest doing this, and they suggest doing a report from, and this thing, if we take a look at the report in miyet, my god, my browser. So from E for report, E being a diagnostic, send and sync. Now, I have added send and sync, it just doesn't help. Then I have removed them. What's the problem is it's not implemented for, well, the diagnostic stick. Oh, and also it has a static lifetime, which is a bit annoying. So I can't do a reference. If I qualify as me yet, I don't like sir. Want to call it report. Here. Cannot be shared between threads. Well, that's not really a problem. Or is it? Can just add send and sync and deal with it later, maybe. But it still doesn't help. The trade box mere diagnostic is not satisfied. So that's a problem. And you can even see syntax error. My type here. And like this is dynamic. I mean, I can do like as box of dynamic yet, but I bet it's not gonna help. Send sync. Bet it's not gonna help. Might not even possible. Yeah, this is not satisfied. And now this is this is the annoying part. Now, why? So where's the street? Better finish your pull requests. Okay, so where is this from implementation? Give me the thing. Like, another annoying thing is that there is a graphical, what is it called? A graphical reporter, which is a type I can freely construct, and there's one method called render diagnostic or render report. It just takes a diagnostic, but it also takes an std fmt right implementing trait, which is just like, why? Why not a yo? It's format, and I don't know where to get it from. Like, I also have to do some weird stuff, and I guess like it's done in report for me, but I can't use report apparently. Report from std, by the way. So it calls from std. Maybe I should actually use from error, because it might be the same thing. From std, is there even... Okay, it's not there. From std. It's private. Oh my god, vtable. Constructing a vtable. Some insane stuff. I don't know what this is. E is a diagnostic, send and sync and static, and report construct error vtable handler. So handler. What is this? Boxed object stdr. Oh, so it's just... Oh wow. Hold on, what? Create a new error object from a boxed diagnostic. Hold on, could have I just used it all? Well, new boxed. No. How much time did I spend on this? Can I even do this? Oh my god. Yeah, it works. Wow. So much time. There's just a method. How could I miss it? I don't even need the handler. How could I miss it? Solution turned out to be which I somehow missed. Okay, now, in case anyone stumbles upon this. Anyway, now I can close this, and I can actually see what an actual syntax error looks like, because, well, you couldn't tell this was hard-coded. Because actual errors, because of sin, right now, don't have spans. Let's do needed functionality exists. Me write new comment. Like, I'm replying to me. Like, I'm following with the chain. Why would they edit it? Okay, so yeah, we've got this error and we've got no output. Because, well, Scene doesn't provide that. We're gonna hack Scene at some point, or well, I don't know what else. So yeah, and we also have a lot of NixOS linker stuff, because even though I have an error, I'm not even stopping. Commit Hashem diagnostic rendering fixed. Well, not many people are subscribed to this issue, right? By the way, how could they close the best static generators in 2025 page? Rust exists. Somehow. Wait. SMH is not somehow, it's shaking my head. Like, it still tricks my brain. Why? Why not somehow? And I'm still not really. I still don't really understand what shaking my hand means. But I guess. No, you didn't just say go. Well, I guess I did, but still. That doesn't connect in my brain. Yeah. Okay, so, what do we work on next? And I guess, like, we do need to git push and end the stream, cause, well, it's time. It's 8 p.m. And this is short. I'm gonna try. Go is simple, I guess, but why would you just go over everything? I'm not really a Go hater, but Scratch is also simple. Well, no, Scratch is not complex. It's not simple. Scratch is complex. Assembly is simple. That's a yeah. I do agree. You know Griffpatch, Nigel, right? Griffpatch is a guy who makes stuff in Scratch. By the way, he recently released a new video about his new text engine. Oh, that's fun. Programming background? Well, Scratch is my programming background. I have started with that. And, well, that was fun. That would have been even more fun if I knew about Griffpatch existing. I have tried so hard to make a 3D engine in Scratch. I have tried so hard. And this was like more than 5 years ago. Like maybe 6 or 7 years ago I was trying to make a 3D render in Scratch. And I failed, unfortunately. I tried to write projection formula. I couldn't figure out projection on my own. I remember trying. I remember just taking a rod, a stick, and just looking at it and trying to move it and see how it moves in my eyes, and figuring out projection, but I couldn't. Well, at least now I know how it works. I have written actually a rasterizer and a rendering engine in Java at some point, and now I could actually do this. Next I'm gonna do that though. Anyway, so yeah, I should be ending, but I just wanna think about what we should actually start working on next. Oh, well, back then I wasn't that smart. I couldn't figure out an apple. I should have. Well, we don't have many apple trees here. So yeah, we should probably do this next time, which is types, and well, yeah, type inference. Or just resolution. Ah, no. This is so heavy, that's gonna kill me, no? It falls on my head. So yeah. Next time we're hopefully gonna write a standard library. So that we can actually see this work in peace. So yeah. Is it actually from core? We'll need re-exports, we'll need resolution, we'll need a lot of stuff. But yeah, next time. And I did just close this page again, and its browser's lagging. That's why. So yeah, let's figure out if we can rate somebody. Suggestions are welcome. Anyone doing compilers? Like my regular two Twitch search requests. Take a guy, or Kavina. Could do Kavina. I still wanna search for compilers. Zine again. This guy is always live, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Kernel, maybe a kernel left. I still have a kernel tag. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hacking compilers. Kernel Helix NixOS. It doesn't even show the compiler tag, but it is there. So yeah, I guess let's raid Kavina, cause why not? One. I mean, I can actually just type it here. But it's gonna be faster if I type it here. It's gonna be a bummer if I mistype. Right? Is that right? Come on. Should be right? Right? Oh, yeah, we're raiding. So yeah. Hopefully I'm gonna stream soon-ish. So thank you for joining. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hi Jax, but you're too late. Ah, raid button.